Prince Nassim announced dead in a house fire. Why is Frank Bruno returning to the ring? Is this a bad decision of his? He's still a heavy hitter. Who cares, man? Sick of you people talking about fucking Frank Bruno, man. It's like Cesaro, innit? If he ends up brain damage, so what? It's his own fault, man. Danny Williams as well. Who cares, man? They're fucking adults. That's his son there, yeah? Because he was born into wealth. You know, he tries to like be like the next Nas, but someone told me that he was like complaining, you know, because his little mates, his rich mates, have got the latest Bugatti. Because Nas lives in a nice, rich area, you know, in Surrey. So obviously his kids are going to grow up around, you know, kids of like rich bankers who have probably got a lot more money than Nas. So he's complaining, you know, about not having the latest Bugatti, Nas's son. So, you know, if he's complaining about that, you know, when he gets fucking jabbed, or he gets in there with someone like Barrera, like his dad did, you know, he'd get fucking messed up, man. You see Nas eating there. There's Kid Galahad, you know, with Nas's sons. What do you think of Kid Galahad now? Do you think he's finished? He's got about 7 houses in Sheffield, you know, that he's rented out to people. So he cashed in, he got about 600,000, you know, for fighting Josh Warrington. I used to see Barry in a club in Sheffield, but he wouldn't be drinking. He'd just be stood there, you know, looking at women. Can you see that photo there? That's Nas and Mayweather, yeah. You know, Mayweather, he used to call out Nas, you know, for a payday back in the day. You know, before Mayweather started to really take off financially. He used to call out Nas, you know, for a fight and a payday. That's fucking mad, isn't it? You know, Mayweather calling someone out for a payday. Is that Nas's brother who is like dissing him? No, that's the other one. Nas cut his brothers off financially, man. Well, yeah, let me see if he's dead. This is Google Images. Let me have a look at news. This fucking guy's wasting my time in the fucking... in the chat, you know, saying Nas died in a house fire. Bullshit. Why are you wasting my fucking time, man? Someone give me a super chat. Yes, Andrew Tate would think you're a bum. Oh, I shouldn't have read that. Where would you rank Bruno amongst British heavyweights? Bro, you're going in time out. Sick of this Frank Bruno shit, man. Ring up a takeaway for loads of food again. Ha ha ha. That's what I mean, man. You're calling yourself Top G, yeah? That's not Andrew Tate's style, man. Ring up a takeaway for loads of food again. Ha ha ha. Come on, man. You're not sticking to Andrew Tate's philosophies. Get money. Get fucking value, status. You're just writing a load of shit. Ring up a takeaway for loads of food again. Ha ha ha. Do you think Eddie Earn and Sky are having an affair? I like to think so. It's an interesting story, innit? And like Eddie Hearn's got money, he's got value. Andrew Tate would consider Eddie Hearn a high value man. He's got money, he's tall. Eddie Hearn's quite tall, you know. So to stick to one woman, you know, she's called Chloe Hearn. See if she's nicer than Sky Nicholson. Look at Coogan trying to get in there, man. You know Ebony Bridges, yeah, she got interviewed by Boxing King Media. And like, this Boxing King Media guy is a good interviewer. He's a former cop. I was on his channel a few weeks ago. And he asks like interrogating questions. And he was asking that Ebony Bridges, you know, about her fucking life, you know, because she's had a bit of trauma. And this guy was trying to get it out of her. But she was like, oh, I don't want to be negative and, you know, put that negativity out there. You know, I want to try and be happy and make other people happy. But I think other people would be happy to know that you fucked up as well. And you got sexually abused and you've been through all this trauma and you was suicidal and you was on drugs. That's what I picked up from that interview. But she didn't want to talk about it. But I think we would like to hear it, wouldn't we? You know, the negatives. Because it will make us feel better, you know, about our shit lives. My life's quite good now, but 2 years ago, I used to like hearing about people suffering. You know, when I was down and out in life. All these fucking Instagram highlight reels. But yeah, that's Eddie Hearn's wife, innit? I was with a woman, yeah, for 9 years who was nicer than Eddie Hearn's wife. And I got bored of her after 8 years. So I know Eddie Hearn's bored of her, man. And Eddie Hearn's got money as well, so he might have fucked Sky Nicholson, man. Waiting to die, yep. I'm helping you pass a bit of time, man. My brother messaged me saying, Mum's in hospital, you need to go and see her as soon as possible. She's alright now though, she's out of hospital, she's back to full health, I think. Fred West did well sexually, yep. Banged his daughters, didn't he? So it's just easy pussy, man. You don't have to chat them up, do you? You don't have to fucking take them to Nando's. You just say to them, listen, if you want to eat, you better do this sexual thing for me now. So it's easy, innit? But it's wrong. I don't condone it. How many showers did you take with Dominic Ingle? I never had a shower with him, but I used to have hot baths, you know, at his house. You know, when I was boiling down to the weight, he'd like run a hot bath. He wouldn't put any cold water in it. And I'd get in the hot bath, yeah, and I'd lose about 8 pounds. Because you know when you get out of the bath, you're still sweating, aren't you? So I'd be upstairs in Dominic's bathroom in a hot bath and I could smell him cooking food for himself. And I just thought, this is stupid, man. I remember being in the gym and there was like all these boxers in the gym punching each other, doing circuits, sparring. And I thought, Dominic's getting paid off all of these boxers. He's getting a 30% cut off of all of these boxers in the gym. That's smart thinking though, isn't it? These YouTube live streams are smart thinking from me, man. My mum don't appreciate them, but I'd say this is a career. I'm going to download TikTok now, you know. My brother's just messaged me saying, watching your latest live and the comments. My brother messaged me, he said, watching your latest live and the comments saying Jermaine choked on son. Check it out. I don't know what he's talking about, man. Jermaine choked on something. I'm kind of glad he's going bankrupt, Jermaine, because I don't know, he didn't reach back, you know, to his fucking people who he grew up with. But should you though? I'm making money from these videos, but I don't go back to where I'm from and just give money out. Like, what are you supposed to do? Look at Nassim Ahmed's fucking brother, the little leech, trying to get money off his brother. Then when he cut him off, he starts dissing him. Fucking clown, man. Yo, brother, you know, if you're watching this live, yeah, Mom said that she's gonna fucking cut us out of her will. You know, because we haven't supported her over the years, so I said to her, I'll take on her mortgage, £50 a week, but you have to go halves in it, because it's like half of your house as well. So you have to chip in like 25 quid. Because if I'm paying the mortgage myself, like, I'm taking the house, man. I am the supreme gentleman. Yeah, but I don't know, it's like women don't appreciate gentlemen anymore. They want the bad guys, don't they? It's like that woman who said to me I'm not black enough. So she wanted me to be a criminal, and I was in a car one time with this woman, yeah, and I was drunk. And she was like, speed up, go faster, you know what I mean? She wanted me to be that guy, and he was just gonna drive at full speed and just be a reckless fucking black man. Yes, Grime, DMB, thanks for the super chat. How's Jermaine? Rushed hospital earlier on Talksport. Oh yeah, that's what my brother was talking about. Someone early on said that Jermaine choked on an apple. You know, on Talksport. He's choking on an apple, so he's thinking about his bankruptcy, innit? He's not eating properly, he's just fucking... Yeah, that's what my brother was talking about. He was saying, watching your latest live and the comments saying Jermaine choked on something. Check it out. Yeah, he probably choked on an apple. But I didn't believe it because someone just said Nas died in a house fire. So I think people just fucking Google me. I'm famous. Elliot Rodgers. I was watching a video about him the other day. He was like the king of the simps. Elliot Rodgers. He was like a lot of you lot in the chat. No disrespect, but you know what I'm saying, innit? No, that was disrespectful, you know. Shall I apologise? But yeah, if Jermaine dies choking on an apple, it's like Ivan Drago, innit? You know, when he said to Rocky, if you die, you die.
He was a young man so upset at his lack of companionship with women that he decided to kill them all instead. And although his day of retribution didn't quite go to plan, he would leave behind grieving families and a long digital trail of clues to his destruction. Elliot was already described as a shy and quiet person. He was happy but didn't have much confidence, and he would always try to fit.
You know, some Chinese people, yeah, they get their eyelids sorted out, you know, surgically. You know, some Chinese people, they want to try and become westernized, so they get their eyelids sorted out, yeah. That's a true story. It's weird, man, because it's like this guy was really struggling sexually. That's why he ended up murdering a load of women in it, because he was just... So bitter about not getting any pussy, man. And getting rejected, you know, by women who wanted the, probably the white guys or whatever. The guys who had fucking, you know, eyelids. So if this guy, if he was willing to kill women and that, he should have fucking, I don't know, he should have, I don't know.
Turning 18, Elliot became increasingly isolated. By now, he only had a handful of online friends.
Are you lot like that? Because I see you lot in the chat. It's good to have you here, man. But I think, I don't know if these lives are curing your problems, man. I don't know if they're really sorting you out, man. I think he should have done something to his stepmom. That's what I mean though, like look at that place, it's nice and sunny in it. So there'll be like a load of nice student women walking around half naked. He's having to look at them every day. He hasn't got the social skills to fucking talk to any of them. So he just ended up murdering them. That's what I mean though, he would have benefited, you know, from like watching Andrew Tate videos. You know, teaching him how to be confident and how to talk to women and be cool. And, you know, the top G, Andrew Tate, he's quite cool, isn't he? Do you think he would have benefited from getting eyelid surgery? How long's left? Do you think we should sit here for 18 minutes and watch this? Basically, he just fucking murdered like a load of people, innit? You know, he was like sexually frustrated and he just fucking thought, fuck it, I'm gonna kill loads of people. So he did, and then he turned the gun on himself. Yeah? He was like an incel, you know, a simp, a fucking loser. Are you lot like that or not? What do you think? Be honest. I used to be, but then I set up a YouTube channel, you know, and it's kind of took me up a few levels, I think. Andrew Tate is genuinely the answer to everything. You know, if you follow him and you got him as a role model, you'd fucking do well. This little Chinese guy, Elliot Rogers, he's like walking around the forests, you know, on his own, as opposed to fucking getting amongst it with women and, you know, getting his eyelids sorted out and fucking getting that pussy, man. He just like walked around a field on his own. It's not going to help you, is it? Review Dana White slapping his wife. Can't be bothered to lean forward, you know, and type this in, man. I'm chilled out here, really chilled. I'm having a nice time. Just deciding if I'm going to go to a fucking factory for 12 hours. Or just do a live stream. If I stream for 12 hours, yeah, what kind of money would I get? If I just left the live to run all day, even if I'm not on it. How much money do you think I'd make? Yeah, Dana White slapping his wife. I've done worse. Well, I've done things more severe. I didn't slap him, I hit him with a closed fist on the chin. It was a good shot, man. Really good shot. You'd make more than you would working in a bread factory. It's what Mayweather said, innit? Work smarter, not harder. That factory shit, it's not really a good life. But I love this kind of thing. It's more my cup of tea, you know, my mum's slagging me off, saying, oh, you're not getting my house because you haven't got a career. You haven't contributed at all, so you're not getting the house. I'm going to change my will. Cut you out of it. I'm going to remortgage my house and buy a new kitchen. That's what she said. Did they have a good chin, the women? No, they went down straight away. But it just shows, don't it, that men and women are different. We've got like different bone density, faster muscle twitch fibers. We've got a bigger lung capacity. So, you know, these little transformers who try and fight real women, like, It's not a fair advantage, is it? AJ said you can only spit bucket. I actually clicked on the wrong comment. Tyan, do you rent or have a mortgage? You know what it is? I've got fucked up credit, you know. You know, for all the years of me doing videos for nothing and investing time in editing videos about Coogan and fucking Haw Phelps and the Black Quitter and all these other fucking scumbags in boxing. I took a little financial hit, you know, a few years ago. I was nearly evicted. I told you, innit? I nearly got evicted, man. So I kind of like I started watching Andrew Tate and people like that, and it motivated me, you know, to get the bag. So I started selling merch, Patreon. Now I'm selling action figurines for $1,000. Doing YouTube live streams, you know, getting nice little super chats from Robin Irwin, £10. That's good of him, man. Shall I read his super chat or shall I just take the money and run? Now don't be a cunt, man. Read the fucking message, man. I think that's the most I've been paid today. £10. Robbie Irwin. Were you the hardest in your year at school, or was someone harder? Cheers for the stream. Some Muppets on here. Muppets. I think a lot of people in this chat are like that fucking Elliot Rodgers, you know, just down, struggling, just women not replying to them on dating apps and stuff like that. So the top G is a good role model, but they're trying to shut him down, and it's like, why? You seen that fucking woman saying that he didn't do anything to her. Women's boxing channel, thanks for the £10, yeah. Not really into women's boxing, but good luck, man. Thanks for the super chat, yeah. I could fuck up Clarissa Shield, you know. What do you think? That's what I mean, man. The Romanians will grape Tate in jail if he's convicted. I don't like it. He could get Jeffrey Epstein, you know, murdered. And they pretend it's a little suicide. But yeah, these people who are giving me like super chats, I don't feel like I've given them enough. Like, what do you want me to do? A tenner. What do you get for that? So I made more money today, yeah, than I would working in a factory for 12 hours. So you have to make the right move, man. Someone sent me a message on Instagram saying, I'm a professional boxer, big on mental health. The link is to my poetry book. If I link my poetry book, will you review it? Nah, I'm not into poetry, man. If he keeps talking jive, I'll cut it to 5. That was Ali's little bit of poetry on it. It's fucking shit, man. I just like straight to the point talk. I don't like all this poetry bullshit. What the fuck are you lot doing, man? Sorry, my sister's pregnant. I'm going to be a dad. Well done, man. Congratulations. I wish my sister was attractive, you know. She's fucking black. Sorry, if you want that bag, get out me for your channel. Helps people. What? I don't understand what you're saying, man. What are you saying? Tyan, this is not a joke. Your channel helps people who are suffering from depression. People are saying Naz is dead. So it's hard to know what to believe, innit? I think you're just trying to get attention, man. The noise your stomach keeps making makes me cringe. I know. What do you want me to do about it? I've got like 2 jumpers on. Yeah? Try to put up like a sound barrier. Yeah, but it probably sends as many into depression. I think what it is, yeah, I said about Ebony Bridges, like trying to avoid talking about when she got raped, but we want to hear it, don't we? Your channel helps people who suffer from insomnia. I fell asleep myself on your last 3 lives, laughing face. Whatever. I sometimes listen to them nice little ASMR videos. I'll play one of them just for a little bit. It's nice and relaxing, man. You know this little blonde woman? She's fucking helped me fall asleep a lot of times. ASMR blonde woman. She looks alright, but it's not her that I listen to normally. It's her, this one here. I think she's called Emma. Let's have a little listen to this. Nice little sounds.
Good evening. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Today I decided to just have some one-on-one time with you.
It's arousing, isn't it?
Relaxing movements, sounds.
You know the woman who bought... Why am I fucking it up, man? I was just going to say, you know the woman who bought me that TV? She gets jealous, you know, when I fucking... play women like this and I get into them. She gets jealous, man. Is she naturally blonde or she dyed her hair? What do you think her pubes look like? She's got like dark eyebrows. I don't know if they're painted on or what. Are they real? They might be real. I think she's naturally dark, so I think she's got black pubes in it. Do you think she watches these lives?
And on your shoulders, right here.
She looks quite fresh, yeah, young, you know, in her prime. So, you know, Whore Phelps, she's jealous of women like this. That's why she's had a load of surgery. That was a nice, relaxing little fucking video, wasn't it? Utter madness. This I can't relate at all. But you can't relate to a nice woman just with a nice little soft voice, you know. What's your problem, man? Oh, you fucking idiot, man. Hold on a second. Let me show you this picture here. Can you see that picture here? Can you see that? Can you see it? That's a photo of Whore Phelps in it and Michael Jackson. I don't know if you can see it, man. That man. She's had surgery anyway. You can't really see the picture that well, but she looks like Michael Jackson, man. She's trying to hold on to her youth, man. She's jealous of that woman, you know, in that video. Her youthful looks, her nice, smooth skin. So Whore Phelps has froze her eggs and she's gone on OnlyFans, you know, because she knows it's the final days. She's hit the wall, man. Yeah, it's gone below 500 listeners now, so I'm going to fuck it off, innit? I think people lost interest when I put that woman on, but I like it. I keep asking Whore Phelps for a picture of her tuna hamper. I've offered up to £8, no joy. What do you get? Like, I know some of you lot are fucking subscribed to her OnlyFans, man. You seem like the kind of people who do it. What do you get for it? Have you seen her pussy yet? Because she's been doing it a few months, so... You know, if you're not getting any kind of fucking pussy pic, like, he's just wasting your money, man. But I can't have a go at people like that because they fucking give me super chats, innit? No disrespect to anyone who's given me money, yeah, but they say a fool and his money will easily part. So I think Hall Phelps has like jumped on that opportunity, you know, to make easy money without even showing a fucking pussy. Or stupid, man. People who pay for that, it's so like desperate. What do you get? Because Andrew Tate, when he did a webcam service, he like pretended that women were messaging men, but it was actually him, you know, doing all the typing. So these men, these desperate men, they thought they were getting messages, you know, from nice women, but it was Andrew Tate, you know, who's typing it. But if weirdos pay for this channel, yeah, if weirdos pay for this channel, then imagine how much Hall Phelps gets. That's it, man. You easily fucking make money, you know. It's not that hard to make money nowadays. You know, the internet. The internet's good and bad, isn't it? Obviously, men are watching porn. They're not really connecting with a woman in the real world, but you can use it to your advantage, you know, and just get paid from just sitting there like this. Tyan, I've never been a fool to part with even a tenner, but you're one of the realest. Tyan, I've never been a fool to part with even a tenner, but you're one of the realists. You look at porn on the screen on Pornhub and your mouth starts watering. You start licking your lips. You want the real thing, don't you? You don't want a microwave meal. If Hall Phelps was spreading her chocolate starfish, I'd probably pay for it. I used to train at this gym in Nottingham, yeah, with Carl Froch. And I was about 18. I was like 17, 18. I was young and dumb and naive. And the trainers in the gym, they were like grown men, you know, in their 30s. And they used to talk about chocolate starfishes. You know, how they enjoy fucking... And I was disgusted by it, innit? You know, when I was young and dumb and naive. I used to think these men are disgusting, man. You know, fucking enjoying, indulging in licking a woman's chocolate starfish. But you know, now it's like I've changed, man. I've evolved. Alright, let me type chocolate starfish into Google Images and see what we find. Chocolate starfish. What the fuck is that shit, man? That's not it. Basically, it's a woman's arsehole, isn't it? You know, like that. That's more like it, I think. The fuck is that? Yeah, that, you know, the cracks, the creases in a woman's arsehole. That's the hole there, and that's more like it. That's what I'm talking about. See that? You know, when these guys were talking about licking that in the gym, I thought, you fucking sick bastards, man. But why are we sitting here 2:30 in the morning looking at chocolate starfish, man? I had a little nap. Nice little nap. You like my little Thai FLTV fucking eye mask here, man. Yes. Merch. Merch. Oh, copyright, bastard. What the fuck's going on here, man? Is this playing or what? He said they took it down for copyright or some shit like that. Fucking dickhead, man. It says your stream is no longer... Oh, I don't know. You still here? What are you doing? It's dropped below 400 now, so I'm after just fuck off, man. I don't know where the copyright was, but I'm not sure which one got copyrighted. I don't know if it's True Geordie or that fucking woman whispering. Might be True Geordie, I don't know. I don't think he likes me anymore, you know, after I like Andrew Tate. Did a video praising him and shit, but... Are you going to go work? I don't think so. I think I'm just going to sleep for 10 hours. Wake up about 2 p.m. Have some nice breakfast. And then get ready for a stream a bit later on. So I've enjoyed myself. Have you? We should meet for a drink. What you say? Keep it real, same as you. Don't agree with all, but you do a top job. These vids are no good though. These vids are no good though. You did just ask. What? I don't know what you're on about, man. What are you saying? Are you saying you fucking like me or not? What are you saying to me? You say they're no good, man. You gave me 20 quid, man. It's appreciated, but I don't know what. I don't know if you got that bipolar shit. Like Tyson Fury, man. Now you're saying I'm cool. You're cool. Like, you're just dissing me, man. Saying the video's no good, but... If you kept this live on while falling asleep, how would you read your super chats? Saying that you don't read half of them anyway. But that's it, it don't matter. Once I've got them, it's it. You can't have a refund. But I don't feel like you're getting your fucking money's worth, so... I'll try and read them all, innit? I wasn't dissing you at all. Was saying you do a good job, otherwise I wouldn't donate. But what did you say in the super chat though? I'm sure you was dissing, which I don't mind. It's not good content, but I've enjoyed it. We should meet for a drink. What you say? Keep it real, same as you. Don't agree with all, but you do a top job. These vids are no good though. So you dissing me, innit? I don't understand, man. Make your fucking mind up, man. I think Ty is wearing one of them health spa robes. You know what? That's true, you know. The spa. He's saying a hotel, but I can't really read which one I stole this from. I used to go to the sauna with my old trainer, Brendan. He used to talk to me about Nas. So I probably got it from then, innit? The spa. The videos are no good, she said. Make her another win in the streets, Ty. Bro, I don't know what you're fucking on about, man. I'm too drunk for this shit. I might go to bed. 3 o'clock in the morning, you know. I ain't dissing, I'm talking preference. Chill. I like you, lol, yeah. Thanks for the super chats, man. You know, we can all have little disagreements, innit? Tyan, is Jennifer Metcalf a gold digger? That's who Jermaine Pennant was with before, but she was in Hollyoaks, so she probably had a bit of cash herself. Men don't care about women's money, though. We don't give a fuck. Like, we would get with a woman who works in McDonald's. As long as she's nice. As long as she's got a nice fucking body. Nice face. But it don't work the other way around. You know, if a man's decent looking, but he's broke and he's on benefits, most women won't get with him. They want ambition, innit? A man with money. Goes back to evolutionary times, man. Yes, bro. Tyan, I'm loyal to your stream, good or bad. Love you, bro. Yep, appreciate it. You're that guy from Facebook, innit? You lot send me content. It was you lot who told me Jermaine's gone bankrupt. And I was kind of glad in a way. The guy knocked me off my bike, drove off. It might have caused me a bit of brain trauma. So, and if you could get away with graping your cousin, would you risk it? That's a really good question, you know. That's probably the best question of the live. The 4-hour live. If you could get away with graping your cousin, would you do it? I don't know, because it's like part of me, yes. Because obviously we love pussy, innit? So the easiest way of getting it is ideal. But what about my morals? Could I morally go ahead with it? I don't know. I might have a conscience. My conscience might kick in, you know, when she's screaming, saying, no, you're my cousin. So what do you want? A long-term relationship or the single life? It's hard to find a good woman in this kind of part of the world, innit? If I was in like Saudi Arabia, I probably would have married a nice little Muslim, but it's just taking the risk in this part of the world, innit? Getting with a slag who's fucked loads of men already. You know, goes out partying every week in a little short skirt, getting drunk. It's a risk, man. Now I'm starting to make money as well. Like, I risk losing a big chunk of cash, you know, by getting with some slag. You know that woman in Jermaine's photo, in that photo with Jermaine, they've split up. Yeah, I think when the money diminished, she fucked off. And that's probably why Jermaine's bankrupt, because I think he married her. Yeah, he married her and then they got divorced, so I'm not really willing to take that risk. I'd rather just sleep around and just do these lives. Top G's don't work. So you're saying if I go to work in 3 hours, I won't be a top G. I'm not a top G because I'm working. It's optional though. It's not like I have to go. If my alarm goes off at 4 a.m. in 1 hour, I can just turn it off and say, oh, fuck it. I'll just do a live again and just talk shit. Get some ad revenue. Just drag it out, but I need some pay slips, you know, if I want to get a mortgage and get into property. Yes, Ty, be a Muslim. One of the reasons why I listen to you is because of your respect for Islam. Join us. Yeah, there is a lot of it that I agree with. But when I read like the Bible and shit, I just think it's just made up, man. Adam and Eve were having a little conversation with a snake. You know, the fucking snake told them to eat the apple. It's not realistic, is it? So it's hard to commit to something that just don't really sound real. I think Moses parted the sea with his rod. So he got out his little rod and the sea parted. You know, it's not realistic, is it? So I don't know. No disrespect to religion, but some of it sounds like fantasy talk, you know, like Harry Potter. I don't know how he came about, man, but my mum's wasted her life waiting for Jesus Christ to come back and save her from a life of misery. And she's 60 now and he hasn't come back to save her. Jesus Christ, the so-called saviour. So my mum's fucked, you know, because she's been relying on fucking Jesus Christ. Yes, women's boxing. Thanks for the £10 super chat again, yeah. Love the shit talk here. Been watching silently for years. Time to talk, yeah. So he was being silent. He was like watching secretly. Some people do that, innit? That's what Coogan does. You know, my stories, my Instagram stories, he looks at them. I see him looking all the time. Every single story is there, like watching. I see him, man. I see him. But he don't want to admit it. He don't want to admit that he likes my fucking content. Same with that boxing basement. Coogan watches him as well, but Coogan would never admit it to boxing basement. you don't want to give him the confidence, you know, to rise up and step up with the subscribers and kind of take over. But yeah, fuck boxing, man. It's dead. We haven't really spoke about it. Some idiot keeps talking about Frank Bruno, but I just put him in time out, man. I feel like I'm letting you down, you know, if I just end the live. Because what you going to do for the rest of the night, man? You're just trying to get through life, aren't you? I feel guilty, that's why I left the stream running. But then I thought, that's a bit snidey as well. Someone might have sent me a little super chat. So I got out of bed, yeah. Do you resent Frank Bruno because you didn't achieve anything in boxing? This is what I mean though, when you talk about boxing. Frank Bruno got sectioned, you know, his wife left him. He ended up sleeping in his boxing ring, you know, at his house. He was like proper messed up. Got into pantomime and started dressing up like a fucking woman. You know, humiliating himself. I've got my pride, man. Good little comment. They say life begins at 40, don't they? I think my life's starting to really take off. I used to be in bed, yeah, and I'd hear a bang. And I think, oh, that's the fucking bailiffs coming to take my TV and my laptop. But now I can sleep with ease. Put my little Tyan TV eye mask on and just fucking sleep. So what's my age got to do with being at peace? Why are you bringing up the fact that I'm nearly 40 years old, man? You know the woman who gave me a TV and a DVD player and an iPhone? She gave me this as well. She got it made, man. Tyan TV. She wants to marry me desperately. She's a bit old in life, you know, like Hall Phelps. So she's probably not getting the same attention that she did when she was 20 years old. So she's buying me all this shit, you know, this eye mask. She's massive as well, isn't she? Oh, the woman who bought me all this stuff. No, she's in decent shape, man. She's a decent looking woman. I banged her a few times. She's good at giving hand jobs. I like a nice hand job from a woman because I can be lazy, you know, just lay back and just chill. And just see her hand going up and down my dick. She took me to Toby Carvery one time as well. You know, and bought me a nice little Sunday roast. And I was in tears, man. I was trying to hold back the tears, innit? You know, because she was being so nice to me and fucking Dave Allen walked in. And I had to turn my chair around, you know, so he couldn't see me with fucking tears in my eyes. Dave Allen. Show her IG now. She asked me not to expose her, you know what I mean? Because a lot of you lot are sending like dick pics, you know, to the woman. You know, the black critter, he tried it on with her as well. Fucking cunt. I'm sure Dave would understand. Dave Allen, did you rate him? I don't know, he was like Ebony Bridges, wasn't he? He was like that, not really that talented, but had a bit of heart, a bit of toughness. Had a few gimmicks, you know, like Ebony Bridges with the underwear, the fucking bra, the knickers. Dave Allen put socks down his pants, you know, he was acting, I don't know, he's a good marketer, but I think he's kind of fucked it off. He's got a little daughter, hasn't he, Dave Allen? What do you think of that? If you got life in jail, would you start bombing people? I always think this, because I know a guy from my area in Notts who got 35 years in prison, you know, for shooting like a bunch of schoolgirls in a rival drug area in Nottingham. He killed one of them, innit, and he got 35 years, and I think, at what point do you turn gay? How long does it take, you know, for you to be in prison before you think, fuck it, I need to just fuck my man? You know, last resorts. I don't know how long it takes. That's him there, isn't it? Yeah, he's black. Did you kind of predict that he would be black before I even shown you this photo? These two guys are from my area in Notts. They got about 35 years, you know, for some dumb shit. Postcode wars, you know, these guys fighting over postcodes, like this is my area, but no one owns anything, you know, in that area. So it's not really theirs, is it? They don't own anything. You're not a fucking owner of anything in the area, so why are you talking about it's your fucking area, man? But yeah, he's black. I was watching this video today, yeah, and this guy was saying like black people are the most racist people out there, because you know when one of their own dies, like George Floyd, they start protesting, you know, like saying, oh, it's fucked up. But then there's a lot of blacks killing blacks in it, but they don't want to talk about that. So how big is your Corey, champ? I shaved my ball sack today, or was it yesterday? I had a little shave, a little trim, and my dick looks bigger, so, but it's still around the 5-inch mark. This is fucking stupid, isn't it? This is fucking dumb. But you know, the money I've made, it's like, it makes it worth it. I like it anyway, I enjoy myself. It's therapy, but it is a bit dumb. I was having a go at my mum, yeah, because she chose the wrong guy. You know, my dad. My dad was 17, my mum was 13. And I told her for the first time the other night, New Year's Eve, that my dad caught me watching, like, well, looking at page 3 women, you know, when I was fucking beating off, when I was like 14, 15. So he should have had the talk with me, you know, that sexual talk, you know, and told me to avoid certain kinds of women. But he didn't. He caught me fucking beating off over some page 3 cutouts. Tyan, you are effortlessly funny. Tyan, you are effortlessly funny, like Carl Pilkington. That's what keeps us entertained. What's happened to that guy? I think him and Ricky Gervais fell out, you know, because like Ricky Gervais used to do a podcast, yeah, with this guy called Stephen Merchant, and Carl Pilkington was just like pressing the buttons, you know, the producer. And then he said a few little things, Carl Pilkington, and Gervais started laughing. So Gervais started to like incorporate him into the podcasts. So Carl Pilkington started to step up and he became a millionaire. And then I think he got a bit like arrogant, you know, and thought, I'm going to set up my own production company. You know that program, Idiot Abroad? I think Carl Pilkington kind of tried to get more money. It's like Naz and Brendan. Naz tried to reduce Brendan's percentage, when he started to become big time. He tried to drop it from 25% to 10%. So money always fucks it up, man. I think that's what happened with Carl Pilkington and Ricky Gervais. I need to know why you spit in your own yard. Ha ha ha. Do you clean it? You got carpet? I got too many questions. Andrew Tate, he says, if you cook your own food, you're a loser. Because if you got time to stand in the kitchen for hours and hours, seasoning food and, fucking peeling potatoes and chopping up little carrots, and adding a bit of salt to your little dish, you ain't got you're investing too much time on that as opposed to going out there and making that money. Becoming an entrepreneur. Obviously, if you're getting paid from cooking, you get YouTube videos that are cooking based. Early on in the stream, there was two little women drinking alcohol, chatting. It was a dead chat, Bambino Becky, but there's a few ways of making cash, from food and drink, reviewing drinks. There's a channel called Drink Champs, and they had Kanye West on the other day, and they were just drinking and chatting, and it was, it's a nice little way of cashing in. You put black people down. Any icons? I like black people. Who do I like who's black? Johnny Nelson, MBE. Who else? Tupac. Who else is black? I was going to say Don King. Who else is there who's black? Mayweather. I like a lot of black people, man. I'm not racist. I'm just saying, when that little white woman, said I'm not black enough, I think she thought I should commit crimes and sell drugs. And women like these bad guys. If good guys come last. Yeah, Lennox Lewis as well. Big fan of Lennox. Yeah, he'd have fucked up Joshua. Tyson Fury. I'm not racist, man. You should have told her that she isn't white enough. She was white enough. She was fucking... She had a nice little fucking white pussy, man. That was back in the days, before Instagram and that, dating apps. So it was easier to fuck women back then. Now that same kind of woman, she'll have hundreds of fucking men messaging her. So unless you stand out, you're not going to get a look in, are you, these days? You've got to be a man of value. The women on Plenty of Fish look like mutants. Yeah, they're just rejects, aren't they? They're like leftovers. When they were in their prime, 20 years old, 18... they would have fucking got a lot of attention, so they would have got a lot of dick. So they probably picked up a load of kids, along the way. Andy Peters, he was a little black sellout, wasn't he? Like Joshua. Anyone know the woman on the top right? That's what I mean, man. You see my mum's trying to say to me, oh, you're not getting my house. You haven't got a career. She don't know, man. You're enjoying these photos. I put it together nicely. We've got a nice little chat box here with people chatting. My mum's just old fashioned, man. It's like Coogan. Coogan's mum and dad wanted him to be an accountant and marry a little ugly Sri Lankan woman. But Coogan was like, nah, fuck that. I want to become a break dancer. And he went to theatre school and he was doing break dancing and all that shit. Then he got into IFL later. I was going to say, so he made the right choice, but, he's posting on Instagram how he's depressed and, You know, he said he was ringing up Joshua on the phone, fucking complaining. I think Joshua said Coogan rang him at 2 a.m, you know, complaining. But even though Sri Lankan women look a bit fucking... They're probably loyal, aren't they? Because they believe in God, don't they? They believe in a fucking elephant with 5 arms. That's not racist either. Let me just show you this picture of this little god that these Sri Lankans worship. See? See that? See all them arms? You see that elephant there? That fucking... Well, that's a person. You see that elephant there with the arms? You see what I mean? You thought I was being racist, didn't it? Look at what I typed into Google Images. Sri Lankan god. A fucking elephant with 5 arms. Or 4. So you know if Coogan married a little ugly Sri Lankan woman, yeah, she would have been faithful because she would have fought that fucking elephant with the arms. Would make her burn in hell. You know, they believe in like reincarnation as well, don't they? It's crazy, man. All this shit. This guy in the comments was like trying to get me to convert to Islam, but I don't know, man. Have you visited your mum yet? You need to put more effort in with her. Yeah, we had a nice little chat New Year's Eve. Nice drink, nice smoke. She got a lot off her chest, man. Pennant's football career was nearly as bad as your boxing career. No, nowhere near. He played in the Champions League final. Scored a hat-trick for Arsenal. I think he was getting 50 grand a week at one time, so that's totally different. Type Joe Rogan and Joey Diaz talking about Exorcist. It will make you laugh low. Yeah, I've seen that video before, you know. Them guys have some good chats. That's why I ain't really tuned into any boxing shit recently. I ain't bothered listening to boxers talking about their fucking training camps, and I'm really looking forward to the fight. 2023 is going to be a big year for me in boxing, you know what I mean? It's just the same old shit, isn't it? So much more to get into. That's what my mum said to me as well. She said, why don't you be more broad, like, instead of limiting yourself to boxing? But I'd already thought that before she said anything. She's into like Donald Trump, you know, and Alex Jones, you know, all that stuff. If you get too deep into that, man, you can get murdered. You can get Jeffrey Epstein. I ain't gonna take the risk, man, but do you get random alcohol tests at this bread factory? They did say to me that they will do like random testing, you know, for drugs. So when I went to my mum's, yeah, you know, when I was coming back on a National Express bus, I tried to get on the bus, but the bus driver said, no, you smell of alcohol. And I said, come on, man, I've only had like half a bottle of Bulmers. And he was like looking at me like, you know, trying to like decide whether not to let me on the bus, but I got on. But you know, when I was waiting to get on the bus, yeah, there was like a queue. And there was this little black guy in the queue, yeah, and he was like trying to talk to me, you know, like saying, oh, how you doing? Did you have a good New Year's? You know, have you got a cigarette that I can have? You know, being all nice and friendly. But you know, when the bus driver said that he didn't know whether he was going to let me on the bus, you know, the black guy who I was talking to, he said to the bus driver, I don't know him. You know what I mean? You know, trying to like distance himself from me. I was going to call him the N-word. The guy was talking to me, you know, being all nice and friendly. And then when the bus driver like was deciding whether to let me on, the guy, the fucking black guy who was acting friendly in the queue, he was like, I don't know him. You know what I mean? And he got on the bus. I thought, you fucking nigger. Fucking sellout. Alright, someone just give me some cash. Let me just scroll back. I don't want to make it seem like I'm doing this for cash, but I kind of am, if you know what I mean. Money, pussy. Be in a position where I can decide to just turn my alarm off. You know, so I don't have to go to work in a fucking factory. Women's boxing channel. Half these people don't get the banter in what you do. So funny. You still here, yeah? You gave me £30 today, didn't you? That's good of you, man. YouTube would take a tenner, but I'll get a nice little 20 quid. What is your favourite scene in Taxi Driver? You see what I mean? You know, good questions. Good question. Film reviews. It's a good idea, definitely. Get the views up, man. When I watched it, I seen similarities between Robert De Niro and me. You know, him driving around in his taxi, just looking at women. I used to always do that. I used to pick women up as well, you know, and charge them like a few quid. You know, being a little fake taxi driver. Dropped 2 women off and they got out of the car and ran off. And I was going to run after them and fucking batter them. But I was already doing something illegal, you know, being a little fake taxi driver. So if I'd have battered them as well and probably done something else to them, I probably would have got locked up. So yeah, just fucking take the L, man. That's what I mean, man. Do you ever fantasize about grape when you spank the one-eyed snake? I don't think women realise how fucking fortunate they are. You know, in today's day and age, in this part of the world. They're complaining, aren't they, about people having to go at them for being fat or slags or this and that or whatever. But they're fucking lucky, man. A lot of channels do that member thing where you join for £4 a month. Why don't you do that now? I don't know, I've milked it for long enough, man. I've got Patreon in it, but I don't really put any videos on there, so it's a bit of a scam. But for me, like, look at this. Watch Boxing King Media's latest video, last video about nuts. Sit there and watch that. It's easy money, innit? What do you lot do for money? Do you work or what? You on benefits? Do you sell weed? What do? Do you make easy money like this or not? That's a good comment. I had a chat with the lads about grape for the first time, thanks to Andrew Tate. It was kind of shocking. A lot of you lads are one law change away from graping all day. You say you lads, but you're probably one of them, innit? But yeah, I agree, man. It's a good job there's law and order. You say that. You say that, yeah. This guy said I'm a lad, but I've got the gift of the gab. I'm tall, earning money, have a car and live alone, so no need to grape or pay for it. What's Gerald McLennan up to? Do you think he had a good New Year's Eve? Can you talk about the footballer having a trans girlfriend? Yeah, let me have a look at that woman. What's he called again? So that's a transformer, yeah? That as well. I'm going to be honest, that looks alright, you know. That looks nicer than most women I've banged, so. But come on, man. What's he getting this guy 100 grand a week, yeah? She does look decent. She does look decent, but it's not the point, is it? That's not her, is it? No, I don't think that's her, you know. I don't know who that is. Is that the Transformer there? That'd fucking... Great stream time later. Yes. See you later, yeah? Yeah, I was dragged on a bit. Yeah, I'm gonna fuck this off, you know. I've enjoyed it. Yeah, I'll see you later, yeah? It's dragged on, man. It's fucking dragged on. Go to bed, man. Go and have a nice fucking wank and a sleep. And we'll resume the lives. Maybe tonight if I don't go to work, but we'll see, innit? Be safe.